Hello, happy Tuesday, I guess it is already. This week is already completely flying by. My yesterday was so packed, so I'm so sorry I was not able to get on my live yesterday. Today, I really wanted to kind of talk about, we're a week in. I've gotten several messages back. Sorry, I'm trying to get it so not, there we go. I've had several questions and comments about how do you get ready for the week? How do you get prepared for the week? Hi, Brittany. You're like my star keto person. But I really wanted to talk about meal prep. Meal prep means something different literally to everyone. I have friends that like to prep on Sunday. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But people love to prep for the whole week. For keto, and I know some of you are already noticing this, but your appetite does go way, way down. Your appetite just does go down. I had, I think, 3 different people over the weekend. It was like, I can't believe I had to force myself to eat because we're just used to eating more, whether it's scheduled breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or that's just, usually mainly just a habit. And when we were eating carbs and sugar, then that always just triggers us to be more hungry again. And when we do the keto, the high fat, the moderate protein, and the low carb, our appetite really does go away. So I really don't meal prep in the sense anymore where I cook a bunch of things on Sunday, and I'll tell you why I don't. I feel like I'm not as hungry as often, so I don't like to eat the leftovers. It's taken me almost a year to kind of get into the idea of, number one, that it's just Dave and I at home. And number 2, I just don't eat as much. So if I have too many leftovers, because I want to be able to eat a variety of things, I find that I just don't like to meal prep. Now, that being said, I may make meat or prep vegetables at the beginning of the week, and then I can kind of eat off of them the rest of the week. But what I will say is absolutely key, and I've really kind of stopped tracking on my journal for my keto food. But if you're just starting or if you're stalled, I would absolutely recommend that you track your food and journal it, okay? But what you should know every day is what you're going to eat. Kind of plan out and know. I didn't really plan anything today. I still had leftover chili from last week. And so I brought that for lunch. And I decided to go ahead and intermittent fast longer, which we'll get into that probably later this week. But I didn't eat my lunch. I got busy at work. We had an awesome guest speaker, and I was pretty excited about that. But I didn't eat until I came home for dinner, but I knew what I was going to have for dinner. I know what I'm going to have, so if I'm going to allow myself something extra somewhere, I know exactly how it's going to fit into my day, and I'm not going to go over my 20 net carbs. So at least planning and knowing what you're going to eat for the entire day the next day, or if you plan it when you first wake up, I always have to do the day before because I get up and my day's going pretty fast. But know what you're going to eat for the day. If you're going to have breakfast, know what you're going to do. If you're trying to figure out, if you're somebody like me that has a hard time getting all my fats in sometimes, then you're going to want to know how you're going to do that. I knew I was going to have burgers tonight. I thought I was going to have chili, so I thought my protein was going to be too low. So I purposely turned it in to a bacon cheeseburger salad, and I threw MCT oil and avocado oil all over the top of it with a little mayonnaise to make it seem like a burger. But you do have to get creative that way, right? So know what you're going to eat. As soon as we're off here, I'm going to take a shower and get clothes out for tomorrow and plan my meals of what they're going to be. I know that we're probably going out to dinner tomorrow night. I'm pretty good about getting on and logging on, finding a menu where I'm going to go so I know exactly what I'm going to eat, especially if you know you're going to go out, because then you can plan the rest of your day. I generally do not journal my MCT oil. Some people do, some people don't. Brittany, I just don't. I don't journal that, and I don't journal any bone broth I drink. Kind of look at that as, medicine or vitamins for myself. So I know some people that do because they need to make sure they have every last thing in. I think when I first started, I did. And it's a really good idea to do that just so you can kind of see where you're at. You might be really surprised because 1 tablespoon of MCT oil is what I think 13 fat grams. So it makes it really easy to see how much all those different things matter when you eat them. I think I would if I were you, Brittany, because you're just starting. This is week 2 for you. And I know you said your appetite's already gone way down. So I would go ahead and journal it just to see. For a while there, when I stopped journaling, I really stalled in weight. If I didn't have my days planned, I really stalled my weight. So you just want to make sure you know exactly what it is that you have planned to eat for the day and go with that. I mean, even if you know you're going to have snacks, like I buy macadamia nuts and almonds, and I like to buy the little Baby Bells, all of which are good, but like the Baby Bells have equal fats and equal protein. So it's kind of a wash. It's just something I really like to eat. And it's calories since it's a wash between proteins and fats. So that is my tip for the day. Don't forget that when you're trying to get keto, it's high fat, medium protein, low carbs, and plan what you're going to do. I'd love to see underneath of the video and comments anything that you find good to plan out or to prep for your week. I'm always looking for new, I'm not a huge snacker anymore, but like if I'm watching a movie or Dave and I are hitting Netflix or something, I definitely like to make sure that I have something. Tonight, I don't know why, but I'm so cold, so I'm going to have one of my happy hot chocolates with some of the last of my coconut milk because I leave for DC on Thursday. So coming up on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe even Monday, hard-boiled eggs are great. I'm going to be coming live from the Capitol at Washington, D.C. I'm super excited. So I hope everybody's had a great start to their week. Any hiccups, please go ahead and comment underneath the post. If you would like to be a part of my free keto page, the lives are I'm doing them for these 30 days. And before that, I've really just made videos, so we'll kind of see where it goes. But my keto page is always free. It's Healthiness is Happiness. If you know anyone that is looking even just to get info on keto, maybe they're just not sure if it's for them. And I'm the first one here to say there is not one diet that's out there for everybody. So maybe this is for you, maybe it's not. But knowledge is power, and getting to know, wanting to learn about it. I'm just so excited on how easy it's been for me and how successful it's been at my doctor's office and just personally with losing weight. So if you know of anybody that wants to learn more, please tag them in here. Share. I think I've made this. If I haven't, I'll make this post public. Share it and join the group. You can always, leave if it's not something for you. But our Healthiness is Happiness group is an awesome support group. I think we've got about 160 people in there, and we share recipes. It's great for prepping. People go on there and just, somebody days like, I have chicken, what's a good recipe? Because everybody just really wants to try different things with it being that we eat so little. So hopefully that was helpful. If it was helpful, give me a thumbs up. If you have anything to add or any good prep ideas or any quick, easy meal ideas, please comment it and share. Have a great evening.